What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy, Chrisleetv, out here with all these loud trucks, as you can see by the title. The CDL truck driver pay going up, prices going up. Wanted to come on here and let y'all know. Snyder just increased their driver pay for their solo and team drivers. If you all saw my YouTube community tab, then you have seen that we've been talking about this since yesterday, and that's dope. Drivers are going to get paid more, and usually, I think the last time that happened, the last increase we had was from like 33 to like 45 and up. So it went from like 33, around 33 to 37. Then it jumped from that to like 40 to 60. So I don't know what the new, it'll probably be a lot closer to $1. I don't know what it's going to be yet, what the incentives will be, but we'll probably see a pay increase across the board again. And that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? We deserve that money. We deserve to get paid more, to be out here doing like COVID, doing all this crazy stuff going on. We really, as truck drivers, we really put in a lot of work out here, and we have like all that stress. You know what I'm saying? It's so much stress that drivers go through with just having to pay attention to the news, pay attention to the road, pay attention to everything. Being away from their families. It's a lot of stuff going on right now in the world. I haven't seen any hazard pay for drivers out here doing all this work, and we deserve it. We deserve stuff like that, those types of incentives. So let's talk about Schneider. I'm gonna pull up an article on my other phone, see if I can pull it up, but I'll just give you like kind of the gist of it from what I saw. Snyder said that they were going to start incentivizing team drivers, paying them $10,000 sign-on bonus each. That's coming out increments of $200 every check. That's not, you know what I'm saying, it's better than nothing. So say your check is like a $1,400 check. Now you got a $1,600 check. So it's really taking care of your taxes, right? Which is dope. At the end of the year, instead of making 70, 80, you've now made 90 to 100 or whatever you made. So as far as team driving. Hang on, let me pull up this article. And then I think Snyder said, as far as solo drivers, the solo drivers would get an increase of $5,000 sign-on bonus, and I'm sure that will be, you know what I'm saying, probably half of the weekly pay from what the teams get. So if they're doing like $200 a week in increments of what they're giving that $10,000 out, then I think 5 will be like $100 a week extra. You know what I'm saying? And I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't complain. That is dope. I saw Metro Dispatch on... shout out to Metro Dispatch. I saw them on Instagram, and they were saying that smaller carriers are going to have to compete with these mega carriers because it's tightening up. And that's true. I saw an article yesterday I had posted on my story about the driver shortage. A lot of the drivers out here, the average driver is 50 years or older. 50 years old, or, you know what I'm saying? The average driver is 50 years old. And a lot of those guys, with what's going on with COVID, what's going on with, you know what I'm saying, companies shutting down, a lot of drivers are leaving the trucking industry because it's like, you know what I'm saying, why be out here putting yourself at all this risk? If your company, lots of companies shut down. If your company shuts down, they cut off your fuel card. It's kind of like you're left wherever you are. You're kind of forced to either deliver that load or figure out your next move, right? Figure out how to get home, figure out how to get your bills paid. A lot of drivers said, I'm not gonna stick around for what they're passing out, because what was going on, it was not right. And this is not the only change coming to trucking. I'm gonna talk about the other change as far as the hours of service. We can break that down in another video. I owe y'all a couple videos, so that'll be another video. I'll probably make that tonight, the hours of service video. We can talk about that on live or something like that, or it's whatever. I'm gonna put this video out as soon as I drop it, as soon as we're done talking about this. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into this article. So this article I'm reading is on FreightWaves. I have not read this article yet, so we're gonna read it together. It says, breaking news, Snyder announces driver pay increase and possible wage viewed as first salvo in possible wage escalation. So obviously we can see that that's going to be like everyone else has to compete with Snyder now. Snyder's going to kind of have they're putting out that information and they're going to get an influx of drivers. Snyder's going to be the go-to place for a lot of these new guys coming into the industry. They're going to take a lot of those drivers. It says what it appears to be the opening of salvo and what could be the battle of the truckload carriers seeking to hang on to and increase their driver base. Truckload carrier Snyder announced this week a pay increase. Let's see. It feels that other drivers will follow Snyder's lead. That is a definite yes. But haven't seen or heard similar comments. FreightWaves continue to report the story over the next several hours. So this is fresh. This is 9 hours ago that this article was put out. And the other article, I think the one that I read, I'll see if I can find it. Let's see. I read Business Insider. So yeah, this has more details. This is about like how what I was talking about earlier, like the actual numbers. So a trucking giant, which is Snyder, is paying over $90,000 a year and offering $10,000 sign-on bonuses as driver hiring battle heats up. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna get to like just what I was talking about earlier. It says Snyder is now offering its solo drivers $5,000 to team up with another driver. So that's what the $5,000 for. I thought it was for solo drivers. I misspoke, but we cleared it up in this video. Team drivers new to Snyder can snag bonuses up to $10,000 per person. Gotcha. Through mid-January, the company's offering team drivers an extra $200 per month. Snyder's pay bumps reveal how even major trucking companies are struggling to staff up. A trucking recession last year and this spring forced tens of thousands of truck drivers to leave the industry, many of them opting for retirement. Like I said, those 50 and older opting for retirement. Now that lows are increasing, a sign that the economy is creeping back to some level of normalcy, former employers are feeling their absence. Trucking, I'm gonna break off real quick, but trucking is a not only male dominated, but like the numbers, the age of these men out here, they dominate, you know what I'm saying, the trucking industry, the older guys. A lot of young guys don't want to come out here. I know I got like a lot of young guys that watch me, and I think it's dope that, you know what I'm saying, we're doing this and we're out here and we're sacrificing our time away from our families to do this job to support our families. But a lot of these people, a lot of these guys out here, like I said, they're leaving because, you know what I'm saying, they had enough. They've been through the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows, and it got to the point where, you know what I'm saying, it was time for some people to check out, and I understand that. I don't blame them at all. trucking rates in spot market where lows are picked up in real time without contract, especially high right now. Off of saying that, these owner operators are making some good money because of that. If you have your own truck or the ability to get your own truck, I've talked to some owner operators and they're happy. You know what I'm saying? They're tiptoeing in their Jordans. They are, you know what I'm saying? They really have they told me like they're really making some money out here, so that's dope. So the rates have pulled many drivers away from their regular customers, exacerbating the driver shortage. That was earlier this month that the market is going ballistic, is what they said. This forcing companies like Amazon to take unprecedented moves to make sure your Prime packages show up on time, as Business Insider reported last week. And it means big truckers like Schneider are ready to pay cold hard cash to make sure its trucks and your stuff are still moving. So, in saying that, a lot of this money, like, it's like, where is this money coming from, right? Why weren't we getting this money before? A lot of this money is being pushed on the consumer, on the people who are, you know what I'm saying, people are at home, people are buying stuff, and they'll pay that top dollar to get their stuff, like at Amazon, you know what I'm saying, they'll deliver it right then and there. You'll get it, you know what I'm saying, very fast, very quick, very efficient, but you have to pay that top dollar for it. So that money has been transferred to the truckers, out here actually delivering that stuff. I want you guys to let me know what you think about this comment. I'm going to refer back to Metro Dispatch. Again, they were talking about how the smaller companies now will have to compete, how other companies will have to keep up with Schneider. If you're at a smaller carrier, you know what I'm saying, I would not jump ship. I'm at a smaller carrier. I wouldn't jump ship for the 90K. It sounds good, but I'm not looking to team up. Obviously, in the article, like I said, it's looking for teams. They're looking for teams. They're looking for a round-the-clock operation. So maybe this will trickle down, and us, you know what I'm saying, if you're making like 60, maybe it will go to 70K, 80K for a solo driver. They're going to have to push those numbers up. You're going to have to compete. As far as that team stuff, that's not for me. Not at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying myself now. If it came down to it, I probably, you know what I'm saying, I would get my own truck and hit the spot market or whatever, since they're saying that is good. That's when it's good. And you'd have to find a truck. I've also seen that there are a shortage of trucks in some of these articles I'm reading, but you have to find a truck. You have to, you know what I'm saying, make sure everything is ready to go. With the truck, you have some money set aside in case something happens. I'm not really ready to do that, but this would be a great time to do something like that when there is where the money is out there. So you know you're gonna, even if you have to make payments on the truck, you know that the money is gonna come, right? This is a good situation. This is a good time to be in trucking. Unfortunately for the guys who left, you know what I'm saying, they're probably going for good. They're probably not going to come back out here, because once they, you know what I'm saying, retired, it's like, why go back on the road? I see a lot of retired drivers drive for Uber, drive for Lyft, do this home-based business stuff, become dispatchers and freight brokers, and that's dope. That's cool. It's nothing against that. Those are awesome things. But trucking has to compete with that stuff. Trucking has to compete with Uber and Lyft. I hear Lyft drivers that make, you know what I'm saying, $1,000 a week. That's what truckers want to make, is $1,000 a week as far as a company driver. Why would you go OTR, drive over the road, be away from your family, you can't be at home every night, to make $1,000 a week, and you can just go do that driving Uber or Lyft? We have to compete with those gig economy jobs, and hopefully, like I said, this will also come into the solo driver increase in pay and things like that. We'll see. Like I said, this is so fresh. This is not even 20 hours old from like when I posted my last comment on that they would have to increase the pay in drivers. Like, I posted it on my Instagram. Me and I forget the guy's name. We were just talking about it in my comments, in my community comments. He was like, if they want to compete, they're gonna have to increase the prices. And I was like, yes, they have to increase these trucking prices because it's too crazy out here for us. It's too much going on. There was no slip ups, no stops during the whole COVID, nothing like that. We're running into, and not literally, but literally, like having the, you know what I'm saying, both protesters and everything out here, and this is crazy. Everybody like just keeping a cool head. I salute you, because this is a wild time to be out here. But this is it. This is the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me if you think that solo drivers will get that increase. Tell me would you jump ship to go to Snyder to make that money? That's some good money. That's some really good money. $90,000 per driver for the year. You know what you can do with that money? Tell me what you'll do with that money. Leave it in the comments. It's your boy Chrisleetv. Make sure you like, subscribe. Deuces.